The morning I found a bright red seal slapped across my cabin gate, my stomach dropped so hard it felt like the mountain itself had shifted beneath my feet. A laminated notice flapped in the cold wind, screaming authorized by the HOA in bold black letters, like a threat instead of a warning. According to them, my unauthorized gate violated community access rules. According to me, that gate was older than the HOA itself, and it stood on land my family had owned for 3 generations. What they didn't realize, and what would soon unravel their entire little kingdom, was that this gate wasn't blocking them out. It was the only thing letting them get out at all. I built my cabin at the edge of Pine Hollow Ridge because I wanted quiet. No neighbors breathing down my neck. No committees telling me how tall my grass could be. The deed clearly showed a private access road cutting through my land, connecting the ridge to the county highway miles below. Years ago, before the luxury chalets arrived, everyone used that road with a handshake agreement and mutual respect. Then the HOA formed, with rules, fees, power-hungry board members who thought clipboards made them kings. The trouble started with Karen. Though her real name was Melissa, nobody ever used it. She was the HOA president, drove a pearl-white SUV, and spoke exclusively in condescending smiles. She knocked on my cabin door one afternoon, heels sinking into the dirt, and told me my gate made the community feel unsafe. "It's my land," I said calmly. "And the gate's been here since my grandfather hauled logs through this pass." She smiled wider. "We'll see what the board says." A week later, I came back from town to find the gate padlocked shut, a red HOA seal dangling like a slap in the face. No phone call, no hearing, just authority assumed. I called the number on the notice and got voicemail. I emailed. No response. That night, the wind howled through the pines, and for the first time since buying the cabin, I felt something close to anger replace the peace. The irony was painful. That unauthorized gate was the only maintained route down the mountain. The other road, the one the HOA advertised on their glossy brochures, had washed out years ago in a landslide. Everyone knew it, but the board kept quiet. As long as my road stayed open, they didn't need to fix theirs. And now, in their arrogance, they'd cut off their own escape. The first snowstorm hit 3 days later. It came fast and heavy, burying the ridge in white and knocking out power lines like toothpicks. I watched from my porch as flakes swallowed the trees, knowing exactly what was happening uphill. Panic. Cars spinning uselessly. Phones lighting up with emergency meeting texts. Sure enough, my phone rang. "Open the gate," Karen snapped. No greeting, no apology. "People are stuck." "I can't," I replied. "It's sealed by the HOA. Wouldn't want to violate community rules." There was a pause. I could almost hear her grinding her teeth. "This isn't funny." "I agree," I said. "Trespassing and blocking private property aren't funny either." She hung up. By morning, the situation escalated. A resident tried to hike down the mountain and twisted his ankle. Another ran out of propane. Someone called the county, only to be told the HOA was responsible for access. Snowplows wouldn't risk the washed-out road. Suddenly, that little red seal became the most expensive mistake the HOA had ever made. A sheriff's deputy showed up around noon, boots crunching through snow, asking questions. I handed him my deed, the survey maps, and photos dating back decades showing the road in use long before the HOA existed. He studied them carefully, then looked at the sealed gate. "You didn't lock it?" he asked. "Nope," I said. "They did." He nodded slowly. "Might want to get a lawyer." I already had. By the next day, local news picked up the story. "Mountain HOA blocks only access road, residents trapped," the headline read. Karen tried damage control, claiming the road was community adjacent. My lawyer shut that down in one letter. The county launched an investigation. Emergency services filed complaints. And the board members, they started turning on each other. When the seal finally came off, it wasn't Karen who removed it. It was a county official, documenting every second on camera. The gate swung open, and one by one, the trapped vehicles crept down my road, silent, humbled. Karen avoided eye contact as she passed, her SUV splattered with mud and defeat. The aftermath was swift. Fines. Lawsuits. The HOA was ordered to repair their advertised road or dissolve. Several board members resigned. Karen disappeared from the ridge entirely. As for me, I installed a new sign beside the gate. Private road. Access by permission only. And for the first time, the permission actually meant something. The mountain returned to its quiet rhythm. Snow melted. Pines stood tall. And every time I passed that gate, I'm reminded that power without knowledge is a dangerous thing, especially when you forget who really owns the road beneath your feet.